Samantha. Welcome to Full Frontal. You know, every day I wake up, take a breath, and turn to face the nonstop shit geyser of presidential news. Morning, Sam. The CIA says the Kremlin interfered in our election on behalf of Trump. Trump says, who knows, could have been some guy. Republican lawmakers are horrified, or not. Trump says he doesn't need intelligence briefings because he's like a smart person. He's putting an oil exec and a false flag wingnut in charge of U.S. diplomacy, or not. Is his transition team purging climate change believers from the Energy Department or just collecting their names for Secret Santa? Who the fuck knows? It's too much. I hate it. Meanwhile, God only knows what the states are getting up to while our eyes are full of feces. Those kids have been quiet, a little too quiet. Kids, what are you doing in there?
A bill that would make Ohio's abortion laws the strictest in the nation passed the House and the Senate.
Oh, what a surprise! They're up someone's skirt. I guess we should have been tipped off by the fact that Ohio's flag is tapered for easier insertion. Well, I'd like to see them top Texas's new fetal burial law.
The bill would ban abortions in Ohio as soon as a heartbeat is detected, which can be as early as 6 weeks.
6 weeks? What the hell, Ohio? At 6 weeks, most women won't even know they're pregnant, especially now, since every time we wake up and realize Trump is president, we all have morning sickness. Women can miss a period from an extra hard soul cycle regimen, or to be fair, an extra hard soul cycle instructor. If these assaults on legal abortion don't stop, the only window for terminating a pregnancy will be while the unsuccessful candidates are still drying on your inner thigh. Look, you want to know how extreme this bill is?
Governor Kasich is an abortion opponent, but has voiced concern over whether or not this bill is constitutional.
Even John Kasich thinks it sounds unconstitutional, and this is a man who puts his signature and countless condiment stains on every anti-abortion bill that lands on his desk. And he's right. A restriction this early is about as illegal as crack. And much like crack, it was smuggled past the guards, hidden inside something else.
Republicans have tried to get the heartbeat bill passed before without success. This time, House Republicans tacked it onto a bill dealing with reporting child abuse.
I guess in Ohio, sticking your nose in a pregnant teenager's vagina doesn't qualify as child abuse. Look, why are they so hung up on the heartbeat milestone? Maybe it's because it's the only thing that's remotely person-like about a 6-week-old embryo. And pro-lifers are geniuses at making a lentil-sized cluster of developing cells sound like a fully baked pageant baby. I'm surprised they haven't passed a law forcing women to put their sonogram through the puppy Snapchat filter before they decide whether to keep it. Which would be better than the form a woman will actually have to sign, acknowledging that the, quote, unborn human individual she's carrying has a heartbeat. This puts doctors in the position of saying, I'm sorry, if you don't terminate your wanted pregnancy, you could die. Also, sign this form saying you heard its precious little heartbeat, you murderer. The activist pushing the heartbeat bill for 5 years is homophobic crank and wackadoodle about town Janet Porter, head of the anti-abortion group Faith to Action. Not to be confused with Faith to Action, the world's best boy band. I'm a fan. I like Christopher. He's the bad boy. Porter doesn't just think the State House belongs inside a woman's womb. She thinks a woman's womb belongs inside the State House.
History-making testimony at the State House today from an unusual source, a 15-week-old fetus. Those in the hearing room could see and hear the heartbeat of the unborn child during a live sonogram.
Even more surprising, that fetus was actually there to testify against raising the minimum wage. But Porter's also got allies who can breathe air. 3 years ago, the Duggar family took a break from protecting us against LGBT rights and, I don't know, waiting for their next harvest sacrifice to go to Ohio and join Team Heartbeat.
This is it. This is a silver bullet to bend people's minds about standing up for life. The first thing they do with a baby in the womb, one of the first things they do is check and see if there's a heartbeat.
Unless it's a Duggar family pregnancy, in which case the first thing you do is check to see if Josh is the father. I can see why a basic cable fertility cult would support the bill, but why would lawmakers want to waste taxpayer money defending this turd?
Senator, what
must
made
have done
you
something interesting.
What made you decide to move the heartbeat bill?
One, new president, new Supreme Court justice appointees.
Oh, of course. On election night, this guy and every other Republican state senator came so hard they passed out. Then they woke up and got busy squirting out ever more unconstitutional laws in the hope that one of them would make it to SCOTUS and break through Roe v. Wade's defenses. Overturning Roe has always been the pro-lifers' wet dream, and the way things are going, it's a wet dream that may soon be required by law to have a full and dignified burial. And if you hated that run of super sophisticated jizz jokes as much as I did, you have one guy to thank, a man who always puts party before country. Nope, there's the one.
Let me say this once more, and let me say it clearly. Barack Obama will not get a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, why should someone who won the popular vote twice pick a justice? That honor belongs to the candidate with a mandate from the Kremlin and his minimally posable anti-choice action figure. But hang on, not so fast. This is a guy whose positions shift every time the wind blows. What makes pro-lifers so sure he'll back an all-out war on women?
They gave me the Person of the Year. It used to be called the Man of the Year. Now it's called the Person of the Year. That's good. They're politically correct. Who would rather have it be the Man of the Year? Think of that. All the women want it to be the Man of the Year.
Oh, well, then it's too bad next year's winner hasn't developed her sex organs yet. We'll be right back.